Hey guys, Conqueror here, and today I have a video for you guys featuring the Super Conqueror, and this was before the dark times, before the fall of what we love. The day is August 30th, 2019, and we're pulling out the Super Conqueror here on Heilbronn. In fact, this replay is so old, it takes place before update 4.12, the update that killed accuracy. That was also a Christmas update. So right now the Christmas updates have a terrible track record. I remember the Christmas update last year, and it was awful. The guns were no longer hitting inside their circle. They changed the aiming circle, so they're like, oh, it now shows you more accurately where you're aiming. Because look how big our circle is. It's gonna hit inside that circle, but it's actually, the circle would technically actually be even smaller on the Super Conqueror going at this speed. But it didn't display that. And then when they changed the display, shells were going outside the circle. They made the circles too small. I mean, that eventually got fixed and aiming was fine. But there was a time for a little while where it was just awful, and 4.12 was considered to be the worst update of all time. Boy, I miss those days. Obviously, to some, it was not the worst update of all time. To some, it would have been 4.6 or 4.5. 4.5, the introduction of mercenaries. 4.6, the huge buffs and nerfs. The 4.7, when they introduced the Super Conqueror and the 5A, and all these other tanks were nerfed, but these tanks were just dominant. Like, there are a lot of bad updates. But this one, from a mechanic standpoint, was a pretty bad one at the time, and as far as mechanics go, one of the worst ones. And now now this is a blessing. Now 4.12 is a blessing, but this is a few months before that, so this is probably 4.10, 4.9, something around there. So it's not too bad. Mercenaries are here, but you know, it is what it is. In fact, look, there's a 705 or 70. Yeah, that's a 705. Look at that. We shoot him, and yeah, we're in the Super Conqueror. And so this, some of you will have maybe recognized the gameplay. I was doing top 10 tanks based on, I think, stats, based on how well they're played by other people. What was it, like? Well, obviously it would have been when I did this video, so like 2 years ago. Well, not 2 years ago, almost a year and a half ago. And what I would do for those is I would use like 2 minutes of X vehicle, and then 2 minutes of B vehicle, and then 2 minutes of Y vehicle, and so on and so forth, until I would have, you know, all the tanks that are top 10. And so this was the game I played in my Super Conqueror to get this game, to get that video done. And I never shared the game. I only shared 2 minutes of gameplay. And so I figured, you know what, let's finally pull it out here. Let's finally pull it out and share it with you guys, because it's a pretty good game. It's a decent game, and it demonstrates the strengths of this tank. We're in a position which is pretty good if we were in like a Super Conqueror, but not that great if we were in like an FE2 and 5B. We're able to get hulled down, able to use our gun depression, able to use our armor, so on and so forth. This guy's shooting Hesh. He's not too scary. This guy is, well. I remember now. I remember that shot specifically. Let's go back and watch that shot again real quick. So what actually happened here is I pulled the trigger right now, in my perspective, but the game is a bit laggy back then, and so even though my gun was still moving on my screen, I'd actually already fired. And I remember that shot specifically was because somebody had commented on the video saying that that's proof that I have aimbot. Like, look at this guy's aimbot. And it's like, okay, sure. But look at the accuracy here. Doesn't that circle look huge? Doesn't that look absolutely massive, this circle? It's quite interesting, but of course the circle is actually much smaller than what we see. So I think, you know, in the long run, 4.12 was a good change. Of course, when they implemented it, it was just, they just made the circles too small. I mean, it's as simple as that. They made them too small, but they did fix it, and I'm hoping that that's the case here in update 6.0. What happened to update 5, by the way? Did we ever get an update 5? I don't know, but I'm just hoping that, you know, 4.12 got ironed out. Will update 6 get ironed out? I hope so. I truly hope so. We're tracked in front of a T95. That's okay. We fixed the wrong item, and we don't even fix an item, but he bounces off of us anyway, so I just didn't even care. We're gonna put another shell into him because we can. And now from this position right here, there's nothing really he can do. We're just sitting here like, oh, we're hull down. I'm a Super Conqueror. If I was an FE-25B, this would be a little bit more awkward, and maybe a little bit harder to use our gun depression. Maybe we'd have to poke and show our lower plate. Who knows? Regardless, the Super Conqueror, 10 degrees, front-mounted turret, easy peasy, lemon squeezing. He's dead. Nothing he can really do. Goodbye. It was nice to see you. Hello, T-54E1. Autoloader. Machine up there. What a guy. What a guy. Gun? Ah. Just missed. We went for his drive wheel there. Went just a little bit left into his upper plate. We got the 5-year emblem on here. Look at that. Cupola shot? Ooh, just missed. Just missed. I bet you that would have hit an update 6 if we were using the crew skills, which we do use on this. We use the accuracy crew skills and we use the turning crew skills just to make us act a lot more like an FE-215B. Because I've decided, to make the FE-215B irrelevant. There's no point to it. Oh. Well, this is awkward. Oh, we got him. We got him. It's okay. He gone. Hello, Indian Panzer. Oh, we got him too. He just got nuked. And the machine is still up top there, and our team is pulling this one away. We're up to 5,000 damage. Not too shabby. I will definitely take that. Happy to see the 5,000 damage. Happy to see red colors. Happy to see green colors. Happy to see an opaque mini-map in the bottom right corner of my screen. Happy to see the team lists when I press the back button. Happy to see who's in what tanks. Happy to see who has what kills. Happy to see the grids on the mini-map. Happy to see that when people aren't in my proximity, in my 200 by 200 proximity, my 400 meter diameter compass minimap, that they sit in the gray. They sit outside it, so I know they're outside it. Happy to see that the icons are small, actually representing about the size of their tank in their respective locations. Happy to see just the cleanliness. Happy to see the cap circle is a circle, and you see exactly where it is on the minimap, and not a weird diamond that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, all these things make me very, very happy. Happy to see this machine as bounced 2 shots off of me. There we go. He pens that one, and he bounces another one. Oh, so he managed to pen 1. Machine drivers, they never change. That's for sure. And there he goes, running away. It's just that light tank. He put 2 shots into us, that light tank. And then this machine is just like, doop, 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 doop. I think we blocked every shot with our gun because we're just a Jedi or something. That's what was going on. It's pure skill as we auto-locked him. And we auto-lock him again here. And we get it off. And there you see the latency again, where we fire, and it looks like our shell misses him, but we still get the damage because our shell had already fired, and our Xbox just didn't catch up. Our Xbox sent the message saying, we fired. Then the server got the message and said, okay, he fired. And then the shell fired, according to the server, and it hit. And then when it sent the message back, on my screen, we had already missed, but in fact, we had hit. And that was another, yeah, so that's, I feel like now if somebody's going to see this, they're going to be like, see, look, aimbot, that's the second time this has happened this game. He's got aimbot, guys. We'll load an APCR because we know there's a Panzerkampfwagen 7 around here somewhere, and that machine's about to die, so I don't really need to worry about him. And the Panzerkampfwagen 7, we are a one-shot for him. But there's something about the Super Conqueror that I run, or that I do, which I do on almost all my tanks, and that is optics. And that gives me quite the advantage when I'm going up against other heavy tanks, is because I can see them before they can see me. And quite often, that's the case. So, yeah, we're going to hopefully be doing that here, especially since the Panzerkampfwagen 7, he can't really, he's huge. Absolutely massive. There he is. 430 meters away, I figured, unless he's got optics, he's not going to see us. APCR goes straight in. There we go. We got this tree in the way, actually, so we might not see him, so I'm pulling back behind so that I can see past the tree here. There we go. And we're going to put another one in straight into his engine. He's German. That's just what happens. They put their engines in the front, transmissions in the front, and it just happens. That one misses. We would not have missed, and we noticed he was aiming at us, so we are changing our location after every shot here. But that one, no, that one misses as well. Unfortunately, the first 2 shots were just like, this is easy, bro. This is absolute easy. But now he's giving us side of his turret. Shell goes straight, put it in, and he's a one-shot. He spotted other people, so he's turning towards them, and so now we just have an easy side shot. And he's probably just blocked like 3,000 damage right there. Did you see all those shells just bouncing off of him? Okay, maybe not 3,000, but probably close to 1,900, 2,100, something like that. I just like ding, 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 ding. I don't think we bounced off of him at all. We missed him twice, is what we did. But that was it. And that's actually going to be the end of this game. Just a bit of driving is left over. We're going to load some Hesh for the Progetto. Hesh is actually a good call versus these things because of their upper plate. Their upper plate is actually an auto ricochet, and so the Hesh will actually help you with that, because Hesh does not have an auto ricochet, and it will dig into the 50 millimeters of armor at almost any angle, and you will pen Brigettos. You're more likely to pen them with your Hesh shells than you are with your AP shells, so the upper plate, as crazy as that is. But 7,500 damage, 1,300 assist, ace tanker. We get our second mark of excellence. We get a steel wall, 4 tanks destroyed, 1 tank detected, 1,742 base experience points in the Super Conqueror from almost a year and a half ago. Oh, good times, ladies and gentlemen. That was pretty nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie. Very happy to have shared that. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. As you can see in the background, we do have an FU215B replay as well for some point. We're gonna save these. I thought about doing 2 replays today, but then I'm like, oh, these replays from before update 6 are so valuable. We can't just use them. We can't. We have to savor them. So one at a time. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed the nostalgia. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. And make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT. Link in the description below, guys. Take care, everyone, and have a Merry Christmas. In case, I don't see you guys again until Christmas, which I think I will, but maybe I won't. Maybe you won't watch my next videos. Who knows? So Merry Christmas, and peace out.